go. Beating them. Beating them. There we go. Rank it. Rank it and spank it, boys. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain Jay. And tonight we have a very special treat for you. Yes, we do. Because tonight we are back to cats. A little bit of cats. I love cats. I have two cats. I got a giant orange guy and a giant gray guy, Ari and Mackie, and I'm a big Cat Daddy fan. And I'm throwing stuff at the wall right now, like pasta. You know what I mean? I'm throwing stuff at the wall like pasta. I'm gonna do token cats right here. The reason I'm doing token cats and also throwing curveballs is because I want to throw people off. I'm up in diamond right now. I'm actually ranking pretty good at this one. And all of a sudden, you think I'm going to zig and then I'm going to zag. I go one way and I go the other, and I've got some good removal. I got some good anti-meta. So we're really just kind of keep people off balance and suddenly come out with big bangers right here. So before we get down to that one, I need you to do something for me, which is, of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button. Because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, guys, I'm going to be honest with you. You're going to get attacked by the like and subscribe, which you may or may not know is a YouTube werewolf who will viciously attack you and maul you for not liking the video and subscribing to the channel today. Join us on a stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj for all live streaming goodness. We would love to have you there live and in person on Twitch and on YouTube. Check out our Discord community for all latest news, information, post your decks, post memes, ask questions. It's all right there on our Discord, so where our community lives. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build are going to be available down below on my AetherHub. So, that all being said, what are we talking about? When we talk about cat token go wide, secret surprise. Well, I got to start with number one Cat Daddy, Basri, tomorrow's champion, the winner of the Aether Cars tournament that nobody cares about. Here he is, the 1-drop 2/1 Human Knight. You exert him, you can create a little cat. You can also cycle him, and cat creatures you control get hexproof and indestructible. Kind of a surprise one right there. Great for sweepers. You can hold him if you've built a pretty wide deck here with Arbo and Caracal and other things. You can actually build a pretty good thing, and if people try to sweep you, you can keep him in your hand for that. So a little useful 1-drop card. I do like him. Nobody plays this guy, and I think he's fun. So that's what we're going to do that for. Land and Vanguard is here. It's a great cat 1-drop that slowly gives you life. And it is a 1/1 1-drop. If you control 3 or more creatures, this creature gets +1/+1 at the end of turn, and you gain 1 life. With the amount of go wide that you're going to have, you're going to actually gain a decent amount of life and be able to pump up as we go. So super, super good card here. As an uncommon, it's good. Next, we have Requisition Raid. I cannot tell you how many times this card has saved me, guys. I know I'm the only person in the world that plays Requisition Raid. It is a spree card, 1 white and any. But the fact that you can modally destroy an artifact, destroy an enchantment, or pump the entire board for 1/1, I can't tell you how useful this is, guys. Again, you're running into Corey Steel Cutter. I hear it all the time. Jay, how do I beat Cutter? You beat Cutter by having Requisition Raid in your can. Okay? There's a really, really good thing right here. All right? You crack artifacts, you crack enchantments, even Sheltered by Ghosts, and when you have a huge board of cats, pump them all, crack open their stuff, and go in. Requisition Raid is super useful right there. Next, we have Cat Thar Commando. Yeah, I know it's not technically a cat, but man, again, sacrifice a creature and destroy target enchantment or artifact. I cannot tell you how useful this is in current meta. Okay, I can't tell you how useful it is to be able to crack open enchantments and artifacts. It flashes in for 3/1, which is super useful to flash in at the end of your opponent's turn, especially if they don't have blockers. You have a 3/1 that's going in. It's a human soldier, and it can do a lot of things. And I like that we included it because it has the word cat in it. Cat Thar Commando. So, you know, it's magic cards. We're not above a bad pun. 4 Get Lost. Simple as. I'm not too mad about the map tokens, but we need to be able to take out enchantments, creatures, and planeswalkers as it goes. That's going to be for our simple removal right there, along with Wreck Raid. Now, here is the combo that I've played a couple of times, and I think people are sleeping on. If you do Voice of the Victory and Sky Knight Squire, they were made for each other, okay? I like to place Voice of Victory on 2, Sky Knight on 3, and the reason is Sky Knight is a 1/1, 2 for 2, 1 white and 1. He's a cat scout. Whenever another creature you control enters, put a 1/1 counter. As long as it has 3 or more 1/1 counters, it has flying and a knight in addition. Now, it doesn't say when you play a creature, it says when it enters. What does Voice of Victory do? Well, if it's a 2-drop, 1/3, human bard, 1 white and 1, mobilize 2, and your opponents can't cast spells during your turn. Take that, counter spells. That's all well and good. That's already a really good card that puts a lot on the board, builds a lot of focus. But when you combine Sky Knight and Voice of Victory, every turn, if you put down Sky Knight Squire on turn 3 and then maybe put down Leon and Vanguard, he gains a +1. As soon as you attack with Voice of Victory, 2 creatures come in, and he's all of a sudden a 4/4 flying. So you basically can figure out how to get a 4/4 flying on turn 3 for basically nothing for 2 mana. He is going to build boost every single time that a token enters, all right? He is going to get ridiculously big. It is really absurd. People don't expect how big Sky Knight Squire gets. I have surprised people with like a turn 5, 8/8 Sky Knight Squire, and they have no blockers for the Sky, or I just pop out their 1 flying blocker, and then they get smashed in the face with that. So extremely useful combo play right there. A nice cat knight. Of course, we have Aribo, the First Fang. My cat is a gigantic gray lion, and his name is Ari. This is a complete coincidence. It's just kind of funny the way that is. 1 white and 2/2 other cats you control get +1/+1. The Cat Lord, the lion of all things, cat avatar. The other good thing about him is when he enters, or another non-token cat enters, you create a 1/1 white cat creature token. I really like cards that give you more tokens when you make them. I really like that because the forced sacrifice is very, very good. Is so powerful right now. A lot of people are making you force sacrifice things, and that can be a huge pain in the ass. When you come in with extra cards, with extra things, you're getting a 2-for-1. It gets harder and harder to use singular removal on every creature, and they have to result to board wipes, and then that takes up a turn, and then they're kind of locked in the thing. So this is a really good one. This also synchronizes amazingly with Sky Knight Squire. You Sky Knight on you hit Sky Knight on 2, you hit Aribo on 3, 2 creatures have entered, and he gets a +1. This is a 4/4 right away. It can't fly yet, but it's super pumped, which is really nice. Then I'm going to go old school with it, man. We needed a 4-drop, and I said, fuck it. If we're doing mono white, let's bring out the Vindicator. Let's say, hey, red, if you're turn 4 and I'm Vindicator on red, you're in bad trouble right there. You want to come in aggro at me, you're in bad shape if I get you out on 4 right here with the Vindicator. Look at this evil angel. Phyrexian Horror, 4 white mana, 5/5, flying. If a damage would be dealt to this creature, prevent it. Whenever damage is prevented this way, this creature deals that much damage to any other target. Ooh, man, red aggro decks don't like this shit, man. I'll tell you what, there's no way to get rid of this guy, and I'm going to block every turn with him and spit fire out everywhere. The only thing we can get rid of him with burn, or stuff like that. So if I play him on curve, if I'm first and I play him on curve and I have a 4/4 reflecting flyer down against red, they're going to have a bad day. They're going to have a real bad day. And people forget about this one. It kind of got overshadowed by Obliterator, but I still think he's fun. Again, we're trying to throw people off, man. We're trying to surprise people. People are locked into the meta right now. They're playing the same shit over and over again. They're on autopilot. Let's throw a wrench in the sprockets. You know what I mean? Let's go crazy. That's what we want to do tonight. So we're going to do that. Then, of course, we're going to finish it off with our lovely 5-drops. We can't say enough good things about Elspeth Stormslayer. 2 white and 3/5. Loyalty, legendary creature, planeswalker. If one or more tokens would be created under your control, create that twice as many tokens on top of that. Insanely good. Obviously insanely good for Voice of Victory. Even Basri exerting and creating 2 tokens for 1 right there. Aribo creating 2 tokens. Caracal creating 2 tokens. Double the amount anytime you swing in is super useful. But again, also just a huge finisher. If you have kind of just survived and built your board up, you can just do the +1/+1 on each creature you control, and everyone gains flying, and just punch people, man. Just absolutely annihilate people on turn 5 or 6, and just with a flying sweeping in and going and hitting with it. So double the amount of tokens. We can generate our own tokens, destroy something, or just make the whole board fly and swing in. So amazing stuff right there to finish it off on with Elspeth Swarmslayer. The other 5-drop that I've got that actually did quite good on this one is the Regal Caracal. Speaking of gray cats, look at these guys. 2 white and 3/3 other cats you control have +1/+1 and lifelink. Whenever this creature enters, create 2 1/1 white cat creature tokens with lifelink. Again, if you play on Elspeth after this one, insanely huge value, because you're going to create basically 4 2/2 lifelink creatures, which you know, is insanely powerful. You're going to gain a ton of life and just boosts everybody. It creates 2 tokens, which of course will get fit into Sky Knight Squire. There's a lot of different things you can do for it. You kind of have to survive the early game. You're going to have to take a few punches for this one to live, but we absolutely ranked up with it and we did a great job. So I was pretty happy with how it performed. The only mana that I recommend is I'm going to throw Delcaven enchantments in there to generate more kind of, if in case we need it. We do a little bit more, whatever, what's it called? Mobilize. Anyways, he gives somebody mobilize, basically. So we throw a Delcaven enchantment and 23 lands as it goes. Cats back, 28 creatures, humans, cats, and a surprising amount of knights, believe it or not. We actually have more knights than this. But cats and humans living together, as it should be. Creatures, instants, sorceries, planeswalkers, 24 lands, and a 2.4 average. Mono white. Oh, it's sad. I forgot to change my companion to a nice little cat there. I should have changed to the cat companion. I totally forgot. Mea culpa on that one. But that is what we're looking like there, guys. I mean, it's silly, it's wild, and again, I don't think people are expecting it. This thing comes out of nowhere and just kind of shocks people, and I think that's what we need right now. You have to kind of either run meta or anti-meta. You're not really going to slide in with anything else unless you're really kind of surprising people or coming up with something different or exciting that is going to leave people kind of off balance initially until they can kind of try to figure out what you're doing. You also have to have enchantment and creature enchantment and artifact destruction. I think it's the only way that you survive right now. So Cathar Commando and Requisition Raid are really going to help on that one. As far as the sideboard goes, couple of options. I'm not mad if you lean into the life gain, if you do authority solos. Case of the Uneaten Feast, that would help. Elspeth Smite for a little bit of removal. Shelter, yeah, I'm kind of tired of it. I'm kind of tired of running Shelter so much anyway, so that's why I didn't put too many of them. But I know people are saying, why not Shelter? Sunpeel Kieran is not terrible. It does flash in, have a flying. You can return one of these token generators to your hand, like return Arbo to your hand and replay it, or return a token and draw a card. That's not terrible. And of course, Elish Norn, Mother of Machines, was recommended by chat because it stops triggers from entering, and it doubles your enter triggers, which is super useful in anti-meta. The biggest problem with her is she's 5, so she's hard to play off the curve right here. You know, usually bounce decks have already established themselves by this, but it will stop them in their tracks if they don't get it, if they don't really get themselves set up. So Elish Norn is not terrible. And I wouldn't be mad at a Virtual Loyalty to instantly bring in a Knight. Like I said, we kind of have a sub-Knight theme here, and a 5-drop to pump everyone and swing in is pretty good. This used to be really useful. People used to play Virtual Loyalty a lot. It used to be heavy meta, so it's not the worst card. So there's the sideboard options for you. Let's get into some games here. We are grinding up Diamond right now. That is what we're going to try to do. Let's get to it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Cat's back for everybody. Okay, I go first. No 2-drops, we have a 1-drop. How's Doom holding up? Oh man, Doom is so fucking good. Holy shit. Just get it on Game Pass. Just fucking get a month of Game Pass, play it. It's so fucking good. Listen, and here's the thing. Everyone was like, it's different. I don't like things that are different. I'm angry. Listen. I heard this exact same thing when Doom Eternal came out and people wanted to play, they wanted it to be 2016. Why do I have to switch weapons? I want to do the whole game with the super shotgun. I don't have any ammo. What's going on? I don't like this. And eventually, slowly, as the days went on, people started playing it more and more, and they were like, oh, I get it. I am starting to get into the flow state. Now we're beginning to understand where we were going with this. It is not Doom Eternal. It is not Doom 2016. It's not more of the same. It's a new game with different shit in it. And it is monstrously powerful in that regard. It will absolutely... once you start getting it, you're going to be like that fucking... what's his name? Like the Danny DeVito gif. Oh my god. I get it. I get it. You're gonna completely understand what they're trying to do, what they're trying to go for. It's gonna be amazing. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Easy as pie. If you like medieval theme, if you like medieval theming, if you like more parrying and active combat, but as the game goes on, and it was the same thing with Eternal. It's like 3 levels. It's like 3 big levels into Eternal before you start. The game opens up and it goes, here are all your tools. Here's everything that you can do. Here's what we need to drip feed you them or you're going to get overwhelmed. If we start you with the chainsaw shield and all the guns and all the things and everything right now and all the powers and all the fucking things, you're not going to enjoy it. You're going to be overwhelmed and you're not going to know how to switch, how to use the things, how to trigger stuff. You're going to be miserable. You're going to get growing pains as you go into the game, and then it's going to fucking click and it's going to make sense and you're going to go, holy shit. And I will say one thing, you are going to feel like you're in a battle. You're going to go to a huge open area, and there's going to be fucking 300 demons in there. There's going to be whole lines, whole formations of demons. I mean that, like phalanxes, line after line of demons, monsters, big commanders that have banners, and you're going to have to fucking sweep up all of these assholes. Okay? You're going to be like, I got to kill all of these motherfuckers. And it's going to be massive. But, you know, you got to do what you got to do. You're the Doomslayer, you know? You got to get it in to fit it in. And that's what's going to happen. It'll start... That's the one thing that I kind of like is the enemy fucking... The arenas are fucking huge, man. There's just so much shit. And you can die a lot of times to just that. A lot of times you can die to just the arena being so full of monsters that you have to kind of get your back to a wall and stand and go forward. But it is very good. It is extremely enjoyable. I'm having a good time with it at the very least. That's what I can say. I mean, if you like that shit, man, if you like that shit, it's gonna tickle your fancy for sure. And that's an old-timey expression that I just used there. I miss old Unreal Tournament and Quake 2, man. Archfiend and the Dross. Got him. There we go. It's a lot of fun. I'm itching it. Just talking about it makes me want to fucking be like, fuck this stream and go play it. I'm sorry I don't stream it, but some games I just like to keep for myself. I may stream it eventually, but it's a lot of fun, man. It really is a lot of fun. I haven't finished it. Okay, let me tell you like that. I have not finished the game. This is not a J-Villain review. I'm telling you from halfway through it where I'm at. It's great. Maybe it gets to a point and it sucks, or it gets repetitive. I don't know. But from what I've done so far, it's real solid. It's real solid. You could even say rock solid. Let's do Valve. Boom. Let's do nothing. Let's do Skill up. Alright. Boom. Rampage. Double kill. Monster kill. Kill. Monster kill. Godlike. Bum. Is the sound just cutting out on my end? I don't think so. Is the sound cutting out for people? I don't know. Skill up. What is he looking for here? What is Blood trying to do him? What is Blood trying to do, man? Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this. He's probably looking for a wipe right here, but we've got a pretty good pump up that we can put a lot of damage in the time being. Headshot. Is everyone saying it's fine? It could be you. Ooh. Doomsday. Nice. Nice. Okay, that's decent. What's our win rate on this fucking thing? 60%, believe it or not. Not bad at all. Hello, Quite Skull. Okay, so let's do Vav. Let's see if he wants to lose it. I don't think he wants to trade. He's probably going to do Sheltered by Ghost right away, so we'll do Cathar Commando. And we'll crack him open. Yep. We're going to crack him open like a main lobster. Okay. You gotta have enchantment. You gotta have enchantment and artifact removal. He's not happy about that. You ever see somebody after you do a turn, they take a long time to start thinking? They're fucking not in a good mood. They're not in a good mood over that. You gotta pump. He'll swing in for the pump. Very nice. We're gonna say, hey, how's about we just say no Calyx right now? How about we just say, hey, you know, let's all get together and just agree that you shouldn't have that. Do you play Gears of War? Do you consider them good games? I never got super into Gears. I did play them out of Xbox loyalty, out of the desire to be loyal to the Xbox lords. but I can't say that they were my all-time faves. I do like them, but I was never like, yeah, fucking Gears. I was more of a Halo guy. I have to say, I was much more of a Halo guy. But I like them. I enjoy them. I'm good for a couple of rounds. Boom. Boom. Okay. He is probably going to play another Shelter or some sort of enchantment that's going to fuck me up here because he wants to pump that through the roof. That's his goal. He's looking for something here. Okay. I liked the vibe, man. We're gonna block with that. Create white soldier token. Gain. Okay. And we'll do it. Gain. Draw a card. Ooh, he got a mana there. Not good. Comes a copy. He already drew. Okay. He's done for. He's cooked here. He's fucking cooked here. There's Wreck Raid. Watch this shit. Watch this shit. There you go. Beating him. Beating him. There we go. Rank it. Rank it and spank it, boys. Davochka. I love the destroyed beauty. I love the sadness of Gears. Yeah, good lord. Yeah. I think it was zero lethal there. Yeah, but sometimes you gotta stunt on him, Mars. Sometimes you gotta hit him with that Mars bar. You know? So they know it's Thank you for coming, Holy Terra. I never get to watch a full stream. Can't wait to watch the video tomorrow. Have a good night. Well, thank you, man. Alright, let's go one more. And then we'll yeah. Sometimes you have to pop out and show people, you know? I think Kendrick said that. Bump, 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 bump. I'm enjoying this cat Thar. This cat Thar. Cat Thar. Monastery Swift Spear. No thanks. Okay, so we're gonna do Cat Thar Commando right there. And we're gonna do one attack for a ping. We're gonna do Aribo. If we can get Regal Caracal out, I feel like we can win. If we can get Regal out, I feel like we can win. Ooh. Corey Steele. I know it's the cutter is coming. I know the cutter is coming. He's going to pop that out because he wants the cutter to get in. I know he's going to pop that out for the cutter to get in. He's probably going to throw a Monstrous Rage on this and run it in there, or he'll pop out Landon. No, he's going to monster it. He's just got to go for the quick and dirty. He's got to do the quick and dirty. Boom. Aribo. Do your thing, Aribo. Pop, 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 pop. We're going to do no attacks. We're going to stand and fight. If he needs to get it set up for the cutter, I think that we can do a little bit more. Okay, boom. We're just gonna let him get in. Okay. Okay, so there is our Caracal play. There's our Caracal play. We have our Get Lost, so if he plays the big pump, we remove him on the big pump. Or we stop him from playing the final hit. So he's gonna slide a hand that. Boom. Okay, he got a 2-drop. There's Storm Chasers. He's pumping again. Caracal's gonna I think gonna knock him out. Correct? I'm ready if I'm reading this correctly. He's gonna go for that. But Caracal is gonna reverse the whole game. See that? That's not good. Caracal on that smooth curve, bro. There we go. Very nice. Listen, man, I like cats, okay? I have several cats. They're my best buddies. Hey, have you tried an update in Selesnya enchantments? I haven't yet, Diego. That might be on the list down the road for me to update enchantments, to be perfectly honest with you. That may be in the cards. Yuck, 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 yuck. We'll do one more and then we'll shake and break it and let you out of class a little early. Not bad. We're getting these really cool. You've been struck by, you've been hit by a smooth Caracal. Ow. Ow. Thank you, Sean Kitchen. Thank you so much for coming by, man. Any new people, welcome. I'm so glad you come by. I love when new people come in. Make sure that you like the video, like the stream. You don't know how much it helps to like the stream. Like the videos, support them. You got other friends that like Magic, share the channel with them. Anything like that, it all helps, you know? It all helps the J-Villain. There's a land, there's an Arabo. Boom, boom, boom. Go wide. Go wide for 6. Okay, land and Vanguard here. We're not great. We need a little bit better than this. Okay, he stole something. Arabo, the first thing. Okay. You're okay. You're okay, Annie. You're okay. You're okay, Annie. You've been struck by Papa. You've been hit by Papa. A smooth criminal. Do-do-do-do-doom-doom. Do-do-doom-doom. Do-do-doom-doom. Ow. Do-do-do-doom-doom. Do-do-doom-doom. Do-do-doom-doom. Ow. Okay, we flooded way too much here. I'm a little concerned. I'm a little concerned about the flooding. Little concerned. We needed like a Caracal. It would have finished him off there. Because he's going to play like a demon or some shit. Oh, there's nothing in my hand. That was a dupe play right there. Maybe he'll just scoop. Oh my god. Dude. Dude. Come on, man. Come on. Come on, game. I'm on too much of a winning streak right now, so it's gotta... I'm too much on a winning streak right now, so it's gotta fucking slow me down, you know. You know how it goes. That's horrible, dude. 12 cards and 7 mana. That's fucking abysmal. That's dog shit. Oh, you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me, game? Come on. Oh, this is a force loss right here, guys. This is the game telling you got too big for your britches, Jay. It's time to hang it up. That's the game telling you got too fucking big for your britches there, man. You were doing too much. You were doing way too much, Jay. Come on. You got to draw 8 out of 13, man. You got to win the game with 5 cards. That's your main thing. Yeah, okay, I get it. I went on too long. I shouldn't have grabbed at that last game. I'm sorry, Arena. I apologize. Arena. Okay, I know you're still mad at me, but I'm sorry. 9 mana in a row, by the way. 9 mana in a row. That's what we're looking at there. My goodness, can you believe that? That's a flood right there. That is a flood right there. Dog shit, absolutely. Let's see if we can keep it going. There's the Vindicussy. Let's put you down. He's probably just got a direct removal for it, so wouldn't be surprised. No attacks. Boom. Probably sheltered by ghosts or direct removal on Phyrexian Vindicator. Yeah. We're gonna draw another. I think we're gonna probably draw another. We'll draw another mana after this to bring it to 10, so that I have only drawn 5 playable cards this game, and I think that that'll be where we stop it. You'll miss Shelly when she's gone. We all will. We all will, won't we? Flying Death Touch and Lifelink. Very nice. Sky Knight Squire. That doesn't do anything. That is horrible, guys. This should not exist. This should absolutely not exist. We should not have drawn 9 mana. Even if we drew fucking 6 mana and 3 other different cards, either removal or any kind of pump up, we would have been in a way better position, but this is absurd at how bad we drew. Really, how bad we do. Hey, what's up, Lazy Pion? Lazy Pion. I like this guy's... Yeah, see? This is force loss, guys. This is force loss. We don't even really need to debate that. This is a force loss. This is the game saying you were roping people's ass, Jay. You need to fucking pump those brakes. You need to pump the fuck out of those brakes, man. You go fucking 8 in a row on this shit. You can't be doing that, bro. You can't be doing that. Come on. I knew we were gonna get 10 mana before it's all said and done. I figured as much. Let's stop that. Let's stop that. There we go. He could have won, by the way. He could have swung in with Restless College and he would have won. I think. Amazing. Amazing stuff here, guys. Really fascinating shit. That's gonna be enough of that. Holy shit, game. Just absolutely fuck me, huh? Favorite characters I ever played was a paladin named Rover Black. I mean, it looked good. Let's do this. Let's do that. Boom. I won a bike for perfect attendance in 7th grade, but I didn't want it, so I got store credit at Walmart and used it to buy Diablo 1 for PS1. Amazing. You came out ahead. Bikes are stupid. Diablo 1's awesome. Well, when you're a kid, a bike is pretty awesome. This is Boros Burn. We are getting some of the worst matchups you've ever seen. Just everyone playing removal and denial. I think that's what we're going to run into if we try to run something like this. We're just going to hit removal and denial. The trick is coming up with new things that the meta hasn't seen before. That's really that's the hardest part right now. Boom. Boom. Wonderful. Look at that flood right there. Beautiful. You love to see it. Okay. He's just getting his Herbarisks down. Aribo. Let's put down this. United Battlefront, what's he going to grab off the top? Play Fired Bricks, and that. Not terrible. I'll take the 2. I don't care. I'm going to really kick his ass with this, Caracal. This is going to hurt real bad. Boom. I can crack open that forge with the Cathar Commander there. United Battlefront, he's going to roll the dice again. Nothing wrong with rolling the dice again. We're going to take the hit. We're going to be the station that takes the hits. 1067. Alright, let's do this. Fiery Bow. Actually, let's go in. Boom. He's got a sweeper, he's good to go there. I know I could have won by playing Elspeth, but you know. Like I said, it's not about winning, it's about winning in a special way. There we go. Alright, that was decent. I don't know how good this is going to do on the ladder. We can try it a couple more times. I do like that we have Cathar Commando because it's a cat Thar Commando. I think that's pretty funny. It's worth it just for the pun, you know? Alright. We're kind of drawing too much mana, but we're hitting curve pretty decently. Wonder if he thinks it's, let's do this. He can't play removal. He can play removal next turn. He'll probably pop voice. Oh no, he's giving me the choice. I'm gonna do that. Sky Knight Squire is gonna pump you up. Pop, pop, boom, boom, boom. Okay. Boom. Okay. Karsi Revenant. Ooh. We gotta pop it out. Unfortunate. Unlucky. But we gotta get rid of it. Boom, boom. This is a really good combo, by the way. Voice of Victory and Sky Knight is very powerful. Strangest color combo from the new set. I'm thinking Boros or Izzet right now. Izzet is going to get more powerful with Vivi. Boros equipment may be a contender. Stay a while and listen. You must learn how to craft things in the Horadric Cube. If you want to make a socketed longsword, put 3 gems in with a standard longsword. Yeah. I've fucking played so much Diablo 2. Listen, Diablo 2 and Magic, that's basically all I did. If we're talking about, like, freshman year of high school, that's basically the only things that I did. Was play fucking... Diablo 2 and Magic. Boom. Llanowar Greenweaver. Greenweaver. Something, something, something. No, 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 no. Alright. If we can get a mana here, we can get down Phyrexian Vindicusi. Llanowar Green Widow. Okay. Just gonna grab that one. Not good. I need a mana to get out the Green Widow. Well, let's do this. Cathar Commando. The Horadric Cube. I think that it certainly is a set. I'm dubious that it's going to make any major changes. That's my biggest takeaway, is that I'm dubious it's going to make major changes. It looks very fun. I'm going to enjoy it. The nostalgia is going to hit hard. I'm excited for Sephiroth. It looks like it was designed to be a commander set, and somebody said, hey, you know, we'll sell a gazillion more copies if we actually let people play this in other formats. And then they said, yeah, I guess that's a good idea. That's kind of what it appears to me. So, you know. Not that I'm complaining and I think it's shit and you shouldn't buy it. I probably going to be a lot of fun. But that would appear to be what the design document said. Vehicle. Okay. Alright. We pop that out. Overgrown zealot. Boom. And then we go in. Brim, 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 brim. Brim, 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 brim. Ooh. That music, Holy Terra? Here we are in the city of Loot Golin. Let's try one of these then. They own Hearthstone. They would never agree to that. Blizzard, I don't think really collabs with other. They want stuff into their IPs. They're not looking to put their IP in other things. Do you get what I mean? Like they did the Berserk collaboration in Diablo. They want other IPs in them. They don't want to give away their IP to be used. Let's get rid of... I'm already regretting going into ranked here, guys, to be perfectly honest with you. Boom. Let's activate the ability. Boom. Pump. Okay. Arabo next. Deep Cavern fucking value. He'll probably take Arabo. I don't think he'll take Cathar Commando. Boom. Do that. Let's go in, pump it, lump it, and dump it. There we go. Who hates their... Oh, Warner Brothers by a long shot. Warner Brothers seems to really want their company to be destroyed. It seems like David Zaslav would really like Warner Brothers to just not exist. Like they're speed running the end of their own existence. Warner Brothers seems to hate anything being successful or making money. It seems to be anathema to everything that they believe in as a company right now. I don't really understand anything that they do or any of their plans because they're all terrible and bad. They actively seem to want to be a complete failure. Blizzard just doesn't know what it's doing. Warner Brothers seems absolutely intentionally, maliciously trying to wreck things on purpose. They seem to be actively causing harm to the general ecosystem of entertainment. Feed the cycle, forage or pay. Okay. It's gonna go in there. Very nice. It's gonna go in. Gonna ping me for one. Vav. Boom. Boom. No, Warner Brothers as a company seems to be trying to speedrun the end of everything. They seem to be in their desire to do things. They seem to want to just ruin every aspect of their company. it seems to be, it's like almost like a fetish. Like, this guy's like, oh yeah, what if I fucking canceled every movie and TV show? And what if I fucking destroyed everything? Like, it seems to, like, he seems to want that. It seems to be a particular desire to, like, put out as little as IP as possible and actively wreck things that were going well. He'll probably play removal on Phyrexian Vindicator. If Phyrexian Vindicator said indestructible, I think it'd be a lot better. But it's just immune to damage, which is a little different. Which is a little different. With damage sweepers. Yeah, I tried to build that one time. It's a lot harder than you think, Gobbler. Let me tell you, man. It's a lot harder than you think to run that. It's way harder than you think to get that one out. Let's do nothing. Need the cycle. See, I don't think we have enough fucking anything to get things done here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to pay fucking... We're gonna have to do meta shit. No attacks. Yeah, we're gonna get ripped up in standard here, guys. There's no way we can run this against current trends. There's no fucking... we don't have a chance. The go wide and the removal meta is just gonna fucking annihilate us. I think we'll leave it right there, guys. Actually ranked up Diamond 3. I mean, it's Diamond 3 certified. We hit some really good lines and then we got flooded out. But, yeah, just throw stuff at the wall. I think we are absolutely improved by Voice of the Blessed. Elspeth does bring this up a little bit. I'm sure there's other cards you could probably put in here. Any kind of gain life or anything like that. But we're not doing too many dragons. The return to mono white, man. I don't know. Sometimes people like mono white. Some people they don't. But I like it. I think it does just fine for me. You know, I'm feeling it. So until next time, guys, I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.